It is begun. So last time, you encountered Will. And then
Yes, we
somebody
did.
tried to cut down your meat tree.
That crisis was averted.
For now. So, alright, I want to investigate the perpetrator's memories.
Alright.
Investigate the perpetrator, comma, his memories.
Apostrophe S memories. Yes, that's perfect. So I guess Adora enters the jail.
Yep.
And there he is. Hopefully he hasn't killed himself.
I mean, if we really want to punish this guy, we can just tell him he's fired.
Wow.
Or at least threaten him with it.
He is not currently dead.
Good. That means I'm going to check what's going on in his head using mind magic. Let me maybe turn the... Yeah, that was a bit loud.
Well, one of you two's gotta initiate some conversation.
I'm waiting for the roll.
Alright. Well... It's awful, okay.
That's how we do it around here.
It's not awful. I think awful is -1.
Okay. Well, it won't let me do much, I guess, but then this guy probably has like several hours of existence, given that the ship was made pretty recently, so...
You're not able to get much farther than being in jail.
Well...
He doesn't like jail because he can't do his job.
Okay, well... Guess I'm going to just try talking to him, like... Hello.
Hello. I miss my job.
Yes. Was cutting the tree down part of your job?
What?
Was trying to chop the tree down part of your job?
What tree?
You were attacking a certain object with your knife.
I was in my kitchen, butchering an animal.
I see. Could I ask what animal it was? I'm curious about what you eat around here, or what you are going to prepare, rather.
What do you eat around here?
So to answer that question, I just went to my Dungeon World encounter generator, and the most appetizing animal was a mule. Also, the
most.
first result.
Ah, that's quite fascinating.
Like, it was on the default generate 5, and the second one was Earth Bandits.
Mm.
And cold dead insects.
True corporal punishment here. We eat our criminals. That's how we handle it.
Also some howlers and urchins.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Fuse, don't forget refresh.
I'll always forget refresh.
Don't always forget it.
Okay, so you see, the problem is this specific mule was the property of one of the ship's crew, and she is not happy about its remains being treated this way. Would you like to apologize?
The mule was stored in the freezer for the purposes of food. I love to prepare our food meat.
Spoken like a sociopath.
If I don't make it ready for consumption, you won't be able to consume it.
That's true.
Well, that would be an awful waste.
Okay. Thank you for your explanation. I'll see what I can do to help this matter be cleared up.
I love explaining my actions.
So many people don't.
Calling him weird.
So, his address is to Ayet. This man believes he was just preparing a carcass from the freeze.
Alright. I mean, obviously, he got the same thing happened to him that happened to the guard. He was taken over by Will. So, next time we see him, Will has to be eliminated.
We didn't see Will though. We saw one of Will's puppets.
Well, fair.
Says
Stroik,
Stroik from 2 floors away.
Yeah.
He heard the word waste and came running.
Where?
If you don't mind, may I show him what really happened?
I mean, I don't think that's gonna change much.
Yeah, it's just like because he really believed he was cutting a ham, so it's or cutting a meat, so it's like, what are we gonna tell him? It's like, all right, well from now on, when you're about to chop meat, make sure it's meat. It's like, well, you really thought it was.
Yeah,
no,
like,
Make
Okay.
sure you're not being mind controlled.
How about Okay, I'm going to try casting magic again by making Ayet remember what it was like in the abandoned merchandise store on the planet. Like, I'm going to show her my own memories.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Can I just reroll that because that's a -3, I believe?
If you want to invoke an aspect.
Yeah. I'm going to invoke my other skipper by having the other two minds see that the magenta one is not doing well at her usual memory manipulation, and having them like chip in and or
I can accept that.
okay. Then let me just toss out the coin here. Bam.
So this is a bit of a meta question, but do we plan on keeping this chef locked up long term, or are we gonna let him out?
I mean, I guess they're just trying to make it so he doesn't have to be kept long term because yes, but we'll see, I guess.
to answer in character, like I don't think there's no reason to keep in jail, but Ayet's not the one that's going to free him.
Right.
Yeah, okay, let's try this again. Wow. Okay.
Alright, so you can like shove those memories right into Ayet's face.
So what are you telling me? Like showing me?
Well, the part where Strike ate half the teddy bear and was shot at, and Winnie picked out shirts, and whatever else happened then. You now remember it as Adara saw it.
And I would look back at Adora and I would ask, why? Why did you put all this in my head? Is there anything I need to do? Like, is there...
Well,
what happened?
I was hoping maybe the chef could see what he did to you as you saw it.
I mean, I'm not sure, like, I follow?
He believed that what happened here didn't happen.
Right.
So, if he could see that it did with his own mind, maybe it would conflict what he already believes.
But my point is that it doesn't really matter what he knows or not because he was controlled at the time. Like, whether or not he's aware of what is going on, I don't think that's something he can stop or help.
Fair points.
And
Right.
besides, like, he's not even a real person. Like, we can just eliminate him and have a new one.
And besides,
Adora does not like that idea. It just kind of cringes default.
So basically, what I'm saying is, if you want to go through that process with him, like, knock yourself out. But like, I'm not gonna stop you. But I just don't know if it's really gonna do a whole lot in the long run.
Yeah. You're right, I guess. Not today. I'll reconsider it. Sorry. And with that, Adora wanders off to somewhere.
Maybe now you can go explore the ship.
Yeah, for a point.
I guess if no one else is doing anything right this moment, meanwhile, Winnie is going to do something.
Yeah.
And what is Winnie doing in the ritual room?
I figure it's a nice, quiet place to be able to contact Nigurthlu. And I'm going to tell him all about what happened regarding Will. And what Will told us to do about doing good.
I'm just imagining like Vinny being like talking and it's like I mean I want to cause chaos, but it sounds like that's not going to be an option anymore with this guy around.
Well, the thing is, I see causing chaos as doing good already.
Sure.
Doing the Lord's work.
Yeah.
He will try to impose order upon you. You must not let him.
Well, I wasn't going to. Do you
Then
know
you're
anything?
wasting my time.
Well, do you know anything about him? He seems pretty powerful.
He is.
I don't suppose there's anything you know that could help me?
Why don't you roll something?
Roll something.
I'm guessing like negotiation or some sort of face roll to like convince your
Oh
god
man, you got 10
Yeah.
something.
like maybe like rapport to get the god to like
Like,
warm up.
do
to
you
open
have
up.
something for talking with them?
We're never really sure. I asked you if I could, and you said it's something that I could do. But I do have rapport. I also have contacts.
Well, rapport, context, and lore are all at the same rank.
Yeah.
And those are the three that I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Make it lore.
What was the says lore, rapport, and contacts of the three?
All the things I have at one. Hope it's something.
2.
It's the most I could hope for.
No minuses in your roll, and still just got 2.
Yeah. In the meantime, I guess I'll just go and help Jimothy. Is he still out retrieving stuff from the museum?
Well, right now we're in the middle of a roll.
Okay.
But I already rolled it.
Yeah. You'll have to learn more on your own.
Very well, my lord.
I don't have time for a history lesson.
I
You
don't
could
know,
ask
maybe
if the wheel goes by any other names. That would lead to better leads in the future, maybe.
next. I don't really know anything about him, so I don't really know how much to describe him to him. So, confirmed he is powerful and known by some.
And that whatever sort of good the Will is talking about is not the kind of good you're after.
Yeah.
All confirmed.
Good to know.
And what is Jimothy doing?
Probably looking through the loot crates.
All right,
All right.
I got a loot crate. That's right.
How many did you end up bringing?
I don't know, probably about as big as I can. Like one box. I don't know how much I can lift or how big they are.
Yeah. And Ayet and Winnie brought one each.
Yeah.
So that's 3. Let's see. So one of them contains a bust. It was very heavy. That's the one that Jimothy was carrying.
Damn it.
One is 5 framed paintings together in the same box. Probably a bad idea.
Jimothy look in the box and like, it's a bust, boys.
I'm going to say that Ayet was carrying the paintings.
All right.
And the last one contains various artifacts from some period of some planet's history, and a set of keys.
What do the paintings depict?
One of them is a cartoonish portrait of somebody at night. Another is a portrait of somebody you don't recognize. One is an underwater city during the morning. And there are 2 paintings of the same monster.
Hmm. Do I recognize the monster? Like what it is?
That would have been cool if we were still after mythological creatures.
Give. Give me a lower roll.
Probably not the case, but I just want to hope that he's laughing because he rolled the same description as the Babbler monster. It's like, oh yeah, there's pictures of that in the museum.
Somehow you recognize this creature despite not having been in this world for more than like. Oh no, you've been here for a few months, but you haven't been like interacting with it. But this is a puking tiger eater.
Is it a tiger eater that pukes, or
Does it eat puking tigers?
It pukes
does it?
and it eats tigers.
Not very efficiently, apparently.
So what I would do is the two monster pictures, I would hang them on the wall of my park. And the rest, I want to try to find a fire, something I could just dump it in because it's not interesting to me.
You could break into someone's house and hang it on their wall.
hey, Ayat, want to trade for this bust?
What's the bust of again? Did you say?
It's a bust of a tiger eater.
I did not say.
I thought I didn't recall what it looked like.
Jimothy, give me a lower roll.
Also, if you I've sent you the new map.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Good.
I don't have law, so...
Jan, you did a
What?
bad.
What I did.
You sent me an image with the same name as the previous image.
Sure. Well, don't use that anyway, because I just noticed something I should be at.
Alright, well, I'm already using it, so you're too late. I'm literally just going to paste it on top of the other one.
Okay. The positions of the squares might be different.
Just a little.
A little bit off.
Let's see, where is the corner?
That's a
the
big
corner.
lever.
Bang.
Gonna stretch it down a little bit.
Big ol' sous vide oven
is it
now.
just-
And then-
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah,
just...
I did change the size of it because something. I don't know.
Yeah, because it's not the same size.
Truth.
But
Like
it
a
is,
Put that on the map layer.
but it is the same weight.
Same density. Don't worry, Fuse. I didn't change the density of my PNG.
Like, it's just weird that this one just has less background.
Well, it's because I wanted equidistant from the middle square. I wanted equidistant from the bottom of it to the bottom, to the top of it to the top. There was math involved. Well, previously it was just like, make a shape. It's about screen size. That's the background now.
The bridge. Can I just move you all? Yeah, that kind
Everyone
of
just-
works.
There you go. Everybody to the left. Sir, yes, sir. All right.
So, are we leaving the planet or can we retrieve more from the museum? As long as we don't look what it is.
If we're welcomed back
Jimothy,
there,
you have no idea who this person is.
Sorry?
the bust.
Right.
But when he shows it to me, what does it look like?
Some person.
Features. Does they have a beard?
Maybe.
Spend a fate coin on that story detail.
Gonna roll a d10. Like,
For
top
beard
3 or beard have.
Oh,
Just barely
outside.
not deer have.
It's not a bust of a deer.
No beard, but there is a distinct mustache.
It's like a Roosevelt, like a big, prominent.
Yeah, big prominent mustache.
Nice.
I mean, I guess my answer to Jimothy would be, I mean, I don't really need it, but you can have the other 3 paintings anyways.
Oh well, I'll take them gladly. Gladly take them.
Alright. Transaction completed.
Have a nice day.
Yeah. You didn't even have to get together.
It was Clyde.
Look,
It's just in the middle of the ship, and Jimothy hasn't even gotten on yet.
maps are for looking at views. No one uses them.
Like, I was thinking for a bit, like, what does Roik feel about the ship having a janitor? Then I realized that he probably wouldn't care too much since the janitor hasn't left that spot.
Strike's like cleaning the janitor, like all the dust off of his hat. Strike's wandering. So now what? Where do we go from here? There was talk of going to other planets.
Yeah, there is something that Winnie would like to do very quickly.
What's that?
To summon 2 things.
Oh
Make sure they're
boy.
smaller than the ship. Do it in the storage room, please.
Okay.
Strike shouts from 1 floor beneath you. Apparently.
Shrek is listening in to everything.
Yeah.
I follow over to see what's up.
It's amazing what you can hear from the vents.
Strike also follows.
I feel like we need some guards to keep watch over our crew, make sure they're acting right.
Oh.
Oh, there's the twist creature.
How's the twist creature feeling?
It's still flailing in there.
Does he feel twisted?
Come on,
Always.
babe. Let's do the twist.
So here's the roll for the first. Ooh.
That's
I
pretty
wanted
good.
to- I wanted to ask how's the twist creature doing and have Strike give an empathy roll, but with how low Strike's empathy would be, there's a good chance it'd be negative and be like, oh, it looks like it's perfectly tame now and wants to be let out. Strike's like, okay.
Give me an empathy roll.
Yay! Let's see if I have it. Nope. Mediocre. No.
It probably doesn't want to be there.
But it's not tame, though. Is it still wild and violent?
Very much so.
Yeah.
So for this first one, it'll be from Hearthstone, and description is magic using user.
Fuse, where are we? In space? Are we in orbit of the planet we were just at?
No, we never
Who
left.
knows?
Still in the hangar.
Yeah.
Yeah, for that reason I was thinking we could steal more stuff.
Okay.
So I keep alluding to because Timothy would probably be for it in character.
Ordinarily, I would be, but considering that we've been like accosted by soldiers, like
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if it turns out that the entire planet's history comes down to this one bust that is saved while the rest of the planet is devastated, so be it.
It's a bust of Jesus with a mustache.
The infamous Jesus stash.
the history that the Pope doesn't want you to know.
And by the Pope, we mean this ship. Except we want you to know, because we'll show it to you.
Find the Hearthstone card yet, Fuse?
Nope. Hyenas do not cast spells.
Yeah, you would need like a gnoll or something.
I'll get one eventually.
This time for sure.
I think
That's kinda
this would technically count.
So what is it you're looking for again?
Magic user from Hearthstone.
You summon a mind control crystal.
Huh.
And get so inspired by its powers that you learn a new ability, a new stun.
You summon one of the mind control crystals from the Instructor Resuvius fight.
Huh. So, I'm trying to think of what that could do.
Mind control.
Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, aside from that, well, I'll roll up my second person.
You're gonna hit. First thing's mind control crystal. The second thing is gonna be like some really powerful thing that you can't control, except.
But the mind control crystal specifically only works on understudies.
Okay, so
So it can only mind control me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah.
You can
I mean,
control
yeah.
students.
That would help if Will would take over your character somehow.
There's plenty of movies out there where it's just like there's some like super powerful master who like has this one student who is supposed to be their like ultimate prodigy, but they were too hungry for power. It's like, okay, so they're
Student, you say?
Yeah.
a student of mine before he turned evil.
You should have to take him under your wing, just briefly. Once more.
This one will be from Magic, and the description is guard-like or tanky.
Probably something white.
A howitzer.
Yeah, that's not going to be in Magic.
Also, a
magical
howitzer.
And
It's
there's
only
lot
just a gun.
There are vehicles and stuff in Magic, like not just medieval.
Well, yeah, now there are, but
I'm also summoning a thing that can live and move.
A howitzer's also a type of tank.
Yeah, but you have people inside the tank.
Well, what's more tankier than a little...
I mean, like, creature in Magic can be a group, and it includes artifact creatures.
yeah.
Alright, this
I
looks
get an
guard-like.
entire army.
You summon the Battle Wand Oak.
Does it do anything special?
It's a green 2, 1/3. When you play a forest, it gets +2/+2 until the end of the turn. And when you play a tree folk spell, it gets +2/+2 until the end of the turn. It also has 2 giant wands that it's smacking things around with.
Huh. Well,
What's the scale of those other creatures in the photo? Are they supposed to be human-sized? Is this
They're
thing
goblins.
Yeah, they look like
They're pretty
goblins.
small compared to him.
So like maybe half the size of a human?
Somewhere around there.
Easy math. Alright, so this thing isn't super massive. But
It's pretty
big.
massive.
I mean, it's a tree.
yeah.
Does it
Yeah.
fit in the in this room?
The bottom floor is 7 meters tall.
Maybe barely.
this doesn't work. He was supposed to be able to patrol all the floors.
Yeah, you got a tree and a crystal. 2 things that can't move.
So I might mark this later on, but specifically, it goes from left to right. It is 7, 3, 6, 3, 5 in terms of meters of height.
All right, let's try one more. This time I'm just gonna give the
Yu-Gi-Oh.
has legs.
I mean, the tree can stand by the entrance and just smack whatever we don't want entering.
Yeah, this one
Door guard.
from Yu-Gi-Oh! Can patrol.
Okay.
He's got a fucking what are those? I forget what they're called. The space blockers. Annoying, colorful people.
Oh, hey, you got one immediately.
Nice.
It's the Hysteric Angel.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Hysteric, you say? Oh. They look like an understudy. Oh man, if we keep Hysteric Angel around, we could increase our LP.
Yeah, it's translated to hysteric fairy in English.
Doesn't look very hysteric at all.
It looks like they're about to leap into a lecture about something now.
Well, you
Yeah.
contribute your other 2 monsters to gain some life points.
Oh, I don't know. Tree's gonna guard the storage room, and Crystal might be helpful later. So yeah, this angel fairy is gonna keep everyone in line. Hopefully
Eh.
not get mind controlled herself, but we'll see.
With the help of Hysteric Angel, now you can sacrifice people to gain power.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Keep Hysteric Angel in the ritual room. Yeah, if we ever find ourselves fighting some Yu-Gi-Oh monsters, Hysteric Fairy would be nice to have.
They must exist on some planet.
Yeah.
That's some pretty decent attack.
Yeah, the Hysteric Fairy, you're right.
Well, that'll do it for guards. You know, I think I'd like to visit one of the shelters. Anyone want to come along?
I would.
Wait, what are you doing?
Going out to visit one of the shelters.
Okay. Strike will come.
This can only go well.
Might as
course.
well come,
Yeah, like always.
might as well come over and help.
Guys, we should talk to Jazz. They've been at the bar for like 2 weeks. I think they
Might have a problem. Well, back to the city map, I guess.
Hoorah!
Whoa!
Are we even allowed outside of our ship right now?
Looks like you are.
Sweet.
Or at least
there
nobody
anyone-
is stopping you.
I mean, is there anyone alive after the bombing run?
Probably the people in here.
Are there
Okay.
people in here?
Yes, there are people in here.
Okay.
Are they beat up by the bombing run?
This building seems to have been mostly okay.
A hangar's designed to protect your ships.
Okay.
I ask one, where's the nearest shelter?
Well, right here seems pretty good.
Where some of the city folk are hunkering down. I don't think those are the words we would use, but
Jeez, how many people are in this building in terms of like tens, hundreds, or thousands?
yeah, unless there's people huddled in here too.
Or single digits even?
Counting yours, there are 8 ships in the hangar.
Nice.
Not a lot of people just walking around, sitting around, standing around.
There are a number of people from the crews of said ships.
Cool. What type of numbers is?
7 additional ship worths of people. Some amount of those people. That
We
is the
already know
measurement.
We already know a ship needs to have like 30 to 40 people, or whatever.
Depending on the size.
Which is probably a good 150 or so. A couple hundred, actually. So it's 7 other ships. Or 6 other ships, 'cause it's counting us.
7 other ships.
Oh, okay. 7 other ships. So there's that amount of people hanging around here. Or perhaps you're looking for a more densely populated area, more concerning the people of the planet than people visiting.
Correct, Shroik. How smart it.
I can talk out of character.
No, you can't.
We're trying to decide what our where to go. And...
What's an out of character?
Hush you.
Hey, Ed, want to go steal more stuff?
You say in front of the guards. You feel like raiding today? Oh, you know it. Shops are easy picking with all the war going on. Walk past the guards having the conversation. Yes, you're under several types of arrest. Oh. Yeah, Strike would be interested in seeing the huddled masses, so to speak.
And Winnie already asked the guard where that kind of shelter would be.
Yeah. So we look at the guard expectantly.
You talked to a person. You did not
Besides
specify
time.
a guard.
We look for a guard and ask them the same question.
I guess we are not in earshot of a guard, so my question is not.
We go around asking people who look like guards.
It depends. What's it worth to you?
Get to know the what?
I wasn't
Strike
expecting that
asks
answer.
for yeah. Strike asks for clarification. How do you mean?
I mean, look at this place. There are no laws anymore. You want information, you're gonna have to pay me.
Right, so did Winnie ask us, the group, in character to figure out where shelter would be?
No, I was asking a guard.
Oh, but I would have heard you ask a guard, though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or the person that was apparently just standing around that wasn't a guard anyway.
Well, it's just that while Strike is having a conversation with someone about getting this information, I want to read the ley lines of the world, figure out where the most amount of people would be concentrated right now.
Or
Do you
that
have
would
a
work, I
stunt for
guess.
that?
It's one of my aspects, but it doesn't have a stunt with it, which is weird. Now that I think about it. So could I do a notice roll?
None of your aspects specifically state that you are capable of reading the ley lines of the world.
Well, it's more like the patterns, but I get it. If I can do it, I can do it. That's fine.
Like, you could do it as a ritual. But it would take an amount of time and you'd have to gather some materials.
Alright, I'll see how this turns out before suggesting that then.
I feel like these regular civilians don't really have much magic in them. So I don't know how the interaction between that and ley lines works. Oh yeah. Anyway, when the guard asks that, I'll try out my new stunt.
Is this a guard we're talking to, or just another civilian?
This is a guard.
Okay.
Yes. I try out my new stunt on the guard. Which, for people who don't know, is mind control. I roll magic against roll magic against will. The amount of shifts above determines to what degree I can make them do something they don't want to do.
I disapprove.
Wow.
Yep.
You got 7 shifts.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Tell us where the nearest shelter is, where civilians are.
That will cost you 1 shift.
That's good that you have 7.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And he gives you some coordinates.
How about you just have him lead you there? Out of character.
Lead us there.
That will cost you 2 shifts.
Down to 4.
And he leads you there.
Yay.
All right, want to say it's one of those back row buildings. Where's that front row? Whatever.
Bottom
Bottom
row.
row.
Bottom row, bottom row, bottom row.
It's that one.
Yay!
Zoom.
Zoom.
Thank you. You can do the hokey pokey in the streets now.
Cost you 3 shifts.
Yeah, this consumes the rest of your shifts.
Okay.
So, why did you want to come over here anyway?
You know, wanted to see how the general populace was doing. Which I suppose when we step inside we'll see.
They're in bomb shelters. That's how
I
they're
got-
doing it.
Want to see how their morale current.
Jimothy didn't come with us, right?
No.
All right.
He might secretly still be looting.
He probably is.
No.
So Fuse, what do we see?
Hold on.
Dang loading screens.
Alright, you enter the shelter.
The cutscene start.
So right at the start there is a reception area where you are greeted, asked to remain calm, and given a cup of hot chocolate.
Oh
Each?
man.
Ooh,
How does it taste?
It's some good chocolate.
Nice.
So it tastes awful.
Yes.
It's the high cocoa stuff. Okay.
Sprite like takes a big sip and then just like lets it like drool out of his mouth back into the cup.
For everyone else, it's great.
Except until Zroik vomits it all out again, at which point it becomes probably like extremely unappetizing just to even think about it.
To everyone else, probably. Yeah.
I feel like we, the traveling companions of Stroik, would be desensitized that kind of thing by now.
Here's some food. It's delicious. I'll be the judge of that and think the opposite.
We can have a room assigned for each of you within 4.3 minutes.
oh no, we don't need a room. We're here to see how the people are doing.
I
the people
insist
being-
you stay. It's dangerous outside.
We have handled that ourselves in the past. I point out the door or maybe the window at the building across diagonally. That probably has like veins of crystal now sticking through it. You see the building over
The door
there?
shuts as soon as you enter.
Oh,
It's unlocked behind us.
It wouldn't be a
Trap.
very good shelter if they just kept the door open.
okay. Well,
or had big windows.
right. Reasonable. So I guess the building is like a bunker instead of it being like a normal building, except with an expansive basement. Oh well.
It's a school gymnasium.
I point out the skylight of the bomb shelter. Look up there.
Eh. Well, at any rate, you may have seen the building across the street. It had bombs fall right in front of it, and yet it stayed standing, unlike the one next to it.
So you know exactly why it's so dangerous.
Yes, and thanks to me, it's not collapsed. So I'm going to believe I can handle myself. If I could handle the entire building.
At this point, say that's trouble triggers, and she's going to start wandering inside.
Yeah. And Stork will add, like, plus, we may leave the planet at any time.
That too. Yeah, while you're getting those rooms ready, we're just gonna look around.
Where do you keep the people?
I'm just going to keep talking with the receptionist because yes. But I must
Don't
say
worry,
that
sir. We'll have your room in another 2.7 minutes.
That's awfully specific.
given that the only Sarah inside is Stralik.
Huh? Stork will clutter along the ceiling of the hallway. Follow along.
Please remain on the floor.
Strike is gone.
Yeah, like, was there anything that would have stopped us from just coming in, like, past the reception area?
How many armed guards? are
People
looking at us right
politely asking you not to.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Don't worry, we'll be fine. Well,
Yes, sir.
so, what were you going to say?
Nah, nothing. Don't worry.
Winnie's going to be looking to see if there's any kind of open, like, room where people can come and just conversate.
A common area. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lobby.
There is an area in the center that's large and open. There is a tree. It also has a fully stocked food court and some shopping areas.
Wow.
Maybe I should add this tree to my tree collection.
And this is just the first floor.
Strike goes into the shopping center.
This isn't my final floor.
Yeah, I'm gonna check out the tree.
What kind of goods does this shopping center have?
So you walk into a store at random,
Mhm.
and this is a clothing store. There are various pieces of fabric arranged into shapes that people put onto their bodies. See a lot of people taking these pieces of fabrics off of storage areas, bringing them to a central area with a person, and then making some kind of an exchange before walking out. A number of other people also go into small booths and come out wearing different clothes.
I leave the store. I'm in the shedding area.
I imagine Troik wearing 2 pairs of socks on his antennas. It's cozy.
That'd be annoying as hell. I feel like it's like wearing contacts, but they're fuzzy.
But they keep your eye equivalent warm.
Well, it's like antenna are used for like orientation and like sensing shit.
Oh yeah, like they are like super multi-purpose.
Yeah, it's just like super multi-purpose ultra sensory organs. So it's just like I'm gonna put a tube of fabric on. It's like, ah!
Keep your brain
It's like-
warm.
It's like earmuffs.
It's like everything muffs. Ear muffs, eye muffs, hand muffs, which are called something else. Sure.
I
Mittens.
love my eye muffs.
Strike doesn't.
They help keep my eyes warm while I'm wandering around outside, unable to find my way back to my house.
If it gets cold, you guys can put on extra clothes. Strike will just shut down the respiratory system. Wait till it isn't anymore.
So, I asked the receptionist whether there is a medical ward in this shelter.
Of course.
May see it. I'm a travel medic. I might be able to help some people there.
Well, if you talk to the people there, something may be able to be arranged. In the meantime, your room is ready. Here's your key card.
Thank you.
Also, could you give these to your companions? They left before getting their rooms assigned.
Yes, we will not take up much of your space for long. But thank you, regardless.
Does this
I
building,
appreciate the optimism.
Does this building have vents?
Yes, the building does have vents.
I crawl inside.
As you crawl inside the vents, they start turning red and making a loud, annoying noise.
Crawl further inside to get away from the noise.
I'm going to check whether there are like wall signs pointing towards the medical ward.
You
So
all
that I-
do see and hear Sroik triggering an alarm as he just crawls into the vents.
Do I get a fate point?
Yes, you do.
Do I get a fate point to not care at all?
No,
Dang.
that doesn't
My
cause
com-
anything interesting to happen.
It doesn't can't really help that, so I just try to make my way to the medical ward, as mentioned.
In today's episode, Strike causes a ruckus and nobody cares.
There's a crew of people attempting a rescue operation.
So unrelated to me?
No, they're
Or-
trying to rescue Sroik.
Good luck.
No, we got stuck in the vent.
You can get the roach out of the vents, but you can't get the vents out of the roach. What? Except you also can't do the first thing. So yeah, Sroik's gonna crawl around and investigate whatever rooms he pops out into. They.
Taking
so-
this silent. Okay, go ahead.
Most likely, you just pop up in some random person's room.
Good.
I'd say there's like 50% chance that they're in there.
Okay. Should I roll a 1d2 or would you like the honor?
I'm gonna say that a 2 is they are. They are.
What are they doing?
Let's see who this person is. So this person is reading a book.
Hmm. Any chance it's a metamorphosis?
No. Let me go get my random book generator.
Read this great book by Kafka.
I actually have this one. Oh, okay. They are reading The Descendant of the Plant People.
Oh. Sounds tasty.
Nice.
I finally favorited this book title generator since I use it so often.
You should just bookmark all the generators and keep it in a folder. Separate.
Probably. But as you enter their room, the vent shuts behind you. There's an alarm going on in this room now, and this person seems not very happy about it.
I didn't say I popped out entirely out of the vent. I'm just like popping my head out, seeing what's going on.
Okay.
Since when do?
Well,
Since
they're
when do
still
any-
not happy with the alarms that are going off.
Since when in any roleplay games do people just barge into a room? I mean, unless they say so. They're like, I run, I jump into the other room. It's like, all right. No, I open the door and see what's on the other side. Pop
Yeah.
my head in.
You would be surprised.
I might be. All right.
Like, did you watch Dungeon World?
I
No.
listened to it in parts. But yeah, Dungeon Worlds. At least in Dungeon World, they knew it was on the other side, approximately, or at least.
No,
what
even
to
before
expect.
then. Like,
Yeah,
they
even
know, like,
before that.
okay, this room might potentially just kill me, but I'm just gonna open it up and walk inside before looking.
Okay. Well, I say hello to the person.
Who are you?
I'm called Strike.
Why are you in the vents?
Easy access to all rooms.
That's creepy.
It's efficient.
Please leave.
Okay.
Sweet encounter!
You only needed to ask.
Could I get a fate point for that?
Sure.
Yay! Like, Strike doesn't know what Strike's looking for. So, yeah, nothing here.
So the building is going on high alert as some creepy guy is just crawling through the vents, going into people's rooms.
And leaving upon request. The oft-forgotten rule about many mythical monsters. It's like, they're not really dangerous. You need to politely ask them to go away. It's like, all right, fine.
Oh, that's why they wouldn't leave.
Yeah, I didn't ask.
Because I didn't ask politely.
Yeah, he's like, go away! It's like, that's rude, I'm staying. Alright, I check into another room, but not before checking what else other people are doing. Not me specifically, just game. I don't want to hog everything.
What's Jimothy doing?
Good question. I'm still on the ship, so I guess I'm just like, yeah, I'm probably just trying to store all my new paintings and busts somewhere, where people don't just like accidentally or intentionally break.
Well, you could store them in any of the personal quarters.
Yeah,
Yeah,
at
it's
least
like-
one
Nobody uses
stores.
those.
Yeah, I think I've claimed one of them. I don't remember.
It's fair.
Probably the only one.
You could probably claim all of them. And nobody would notice.
I think Daz might have, but
Well, hopefully we can get all four of our rooms are right next to each other. You could just break the walls down between them. It's like, this is my room. My 1-4-sized room.
You got your own little like studio apartment within the ship.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can stay in here and pretend that the rest of the ship doesn't exist.
There's a bar 2 floors down.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the rooms assigned to us here. Talking about the ship rooms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the ship that
all I
Jimothy is
know-
on.
All I know is that Stroike's room, or at least the room Stroike checked out, and I kind of mentally checked for Stroike, is the bottom right. No real reason for it, just picked that one. I figured as people went along and decorated their rooms, I would go and make little alterations. Altercations.
I'll just make little altercations.
Make little alterations to the room to represent the things they did, so it's like their rooms become more them.
The more people use their rooms, the more I'm going to cause problems.
Well, yes, because they were later there. And then you will have to clean it up.
Oh, I dropped my spell tome.
No.
Stork jumps out of the vent and eats it.
On the floor, it's garbage. Jumps back into the vent. Don't take your shoes off.
Okay, so
I don't wear shoes.
medical ward.
Yes. You find it.
Nice. It's somewhere. If I pass any of the crew, any of my companions on the way, hand them their key cards. It doesn't matter. Okay, so
Yeah. So
how
you
are
get
people
in there.
doing this? Yeah. So how are people doing this place where people go when they're not doing well?
So this place looks to be very high tech. People come in with various injuries, a lot of scratches and bruises that they just get from day-to-day activities. The occasional broken bone. You just watch as they walk in, just basically walk right back out.
Wow. So that's what I can tell without even looking inside. Let's look inside.
There are windows.
Nice.
It
There
looks
is
like
this way door.
they have some kind of semi-solid material that they just kind of rub on most of the injuries and they go away.
Nanobots. Said strike.
For larger injuries, they have various machines. Like if you had a sprained ankle, you can put your leg in this machine and it'll fix it.
Macrobots.
This sounds like a location for a Doctor Who episode. This whole place.
It does.
Walk into a bunker, door closes behind us. It's like, please don't leave. Here's some goo for your injuries.
You'll have to face the world if you go out there.
Yeah.
Except that's a legitimate concern for these people.
Yeah.
That's where the bombs are.
War. I'm laughing because of it.
Okay, well, I'm going to go in there and ask a machine operator, assuming they even need to be operated by anyone, about the goo.
They're more machine directors.
Yeah, that.
They direct people to the machines.
You should
Okay,
ask the
well.
machines how they work.
Good point, but I don't think I can do that.
Alright, so you approach one of the people, the doctors.
Yes. Hello.
Hold on just a second. Hello. Can I help you with something?
Yeah, actually, I investigate my body briefly because I recall that I got a bit cracked from that bomb blast earlier. Like, I still have this marked one shift, I believe.
You don't have any consequences.
Yeah.
Oh, shifts
And
go away after every scene.
Yeah, okay. Then stress away. Right.
So you are perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Does anybody in our party have any consequences?
I just had a minor, so it healed by now.
Well, I would mostly like to know about your operations here. I'm professionally curious. It's very amazing. I haven't seen this before.
Well, we have medical goo for most minor injuries. And for
Trademark.
anything bigger than that, we have these machines. Each set up for a different procedure. For anything more complicated than that, we have a separate department where surgeons can handle any issues that you have.
Ah, fascinating.
And if it comes down to it, we also have a fully stocked prosthetics department.
Great.
You seem to be healthy. Are you looking for any augmentations?
Yeah, rating 3 wide reflexes, please.
Coming right up.
Well, not personally, no. Although
long has this war been going on that they're able to have this type of operation in a facility just going on in a bomb shelter? I don't think shelters are typically this high tech.
They were ready.
Yeah.
Like, when you live in a post-scarcity society, you have time to just prepare for whatever.
Black
Yeah.
Hole?
Well, definitely some form of evacuation, which they aren't doing, but okay. Well, I will still consider that the fact that I took that stress at all means that I have some cosmetic remains that I might want to justify taking some of that goo for.
Maybe you could just ask, could I have some of that goo in a jar for if I get hurt? Well, because I do plan on leaving.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to say that I believe I got a bit cracked a while ago, so mind if I take some of that goo?
You cannot remove the goo from this building.
That's okay.
I believe they have samples in one of the stores, though.
Samples of the goo?
Yes.
Try new goo.
Goo Plus. Goo point oh.
Okay, well, if he doesn't object, I'm just going to take some and apply to my arms or something because of...
He objects.
Okay,
Please, allow me.
certainly.
Little did the doctor know that's not his arm. A little jar shaped like an arm.
And he applies
very
it to the outside of the jar.
I don't have a jar, but
Yeah,
okay. Okay, well... Thank you. Would you happen to know if there's... Actually, I trust you've got the entire situation under control here. No one is...
I mean, there are alarms going off right now, right?
Yes, but I mean in the medical ward specifically.
You can't hear any of the alarms from here.
Yeah.
Everything is operating at full efficiency.
And the entire population has been... You haven't encountered anyone you haven't been able to help here.
Not yet.
Okay, good. Thank you. Then I just leave peacefully. At least leave the medical ward, because yes.
If we do encounter any problems that we don't know how to solve, we have a research department a few floors down.
Ah, thank you. Okay, well, that was eventful. I'm going to see if there's like any goo residue on my arms. Since it's freshly applied.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's reacting as well with your body type.
Okay, well, time to analyze it off my arm when I'm out of sight. Right?
Alright.
Shoot roll. hope I don't break my arm.
Alright. So you close the door, you go around a corner or something, and then you fire lasers at your own arm.
Yes.
You have
Super
analyzed the
fish.
goo.
Nice.
And it is incredibly complicated.
Wow.
Oral.
That's
It would
something
take
to
a
remember.
lot of complicated machinery in order to synthesize any of this.
We do have the potential for a lot of complicated machinery.
Okay, well, I try to hold on to the thought the best I can. I'm going to make my own mental copies of that. Never mind, let's just say that I'll find out in the future. Okay. Guess it's time to look for the others to give them their keycards. By the way, how are the others doing?
So, Ayat.
Alright, so concurrently to all this, so you did say there was like a tree, right, in the central part, sort of
Yes.
of this floor. So I'm gonna hurry over to it, and I'm gonna ask out loud if anyone has claim to this tree.
You're just gonna get a tree collection going on?
I miss the woods.
Oh, okay.
Anything in this building not owned by, not kept within the private quarters or on the persons of somebody within the building belongs to the owners of the building.
May I speak with those persons?
They are in a separate facility.
Ironic.
Do you have a means to communicate with them?
Would you like to input a request?
Well, sure, yeah. How does that work? I'm new. I'm new here.
Well, first you submit a request, and then we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
Yeah, but like, how does that work? Like, what? Like, I'm requesting right now to you to speak with the owner.
Oh, there's a form that you have to fill out, explaining what you want to do.
Would I be able to actually read the written language of here?
Are you willing to spend a fate point on it?
Not really.
Then have a fate point. No, you can't.
There's
You know
no
who would be
intergalactic
able to-
common.
You know who would be able to read the language of here?
Hi.
Timothy. Yeah. Hi.
Yeah, there is an intergalactic common language, but Hayat wouldn't know it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What is she even speaking to us with?
Look, it just so happens that English is even that more common.
That's just the written language.
Yeah, it's just the written language.
There's nanobots everywhere that auto-translates what everyone is saying.
I like the thought of, like, there's nanobots everywhere. That's the start of a sentence. And then it's like, that do something helpful. So I like the thought that there was a point where nanobots were spreading and nobody could control it and everybody's freaking out. And then everyone was like, oh, wait, it's actually pretty cool. No, they're just in the entire universe now.
Yeah, they're just...
Yeah, but when somebody just decides, I'm going to reprogram all of the nanobots to do something helpful, that also opens up the opportunity for somebody to decide to, I'm going to reprogram all of the nanobots to murder my enemies.
Sure.
This is an ongoing concern that's been going on in this universe for years now.
If anybody can figure out how to hack them, they are to contact this number.
Let me know. I'm willing to pay.
Until then, nobody's done it.
So imagine just a whole universe collapsing onto one person because all the nanobots attack at once.
If I were willing to fuse, could I spend a fate point to say the universe is made of nanomachines?
Made of nanomachines.
Made of nanomachines.
I
No.
feel that that's more than one single coin's worth of altering space-time.
If I were paid 2 fate points.
Like, you could maybe get away with a planet.
Sure. This entire planet is made of nanomachines.
So
They don't even do anything, it's just a big sphere.
Yeah.
It makes terraforming really easy.
Their purpose is be a planet. Everyone's like, be a planet, and then they set it free, and then it became the planet.
Is
Oh, I
the
didn't
The
mean
molten
this
core
planet,
is all
but-
just destroyed nanomachines.
Huh? The It's so like somebody made like a handful of nanomachines like that reproduce, and it's like they gave an order that says be a planet, and they let them go, and then suddenly the planet like started shifting. It's like, oh shit, I didn't mean this planet. I meant be your own planet. Whatever.
Is the water nanomachines?
On this planet, yes. Not this planet. Just a planet that exists somewhere. Assuming I ever spend that fate point.
Is Jim made out of nanomachines?
Oh, you know it.
Maybe. We don't know. Nobody's ever bothered to ask.
I will find out at the next medical exam.
You just go for a regular checkup. The doctor's like, oh shit.
That makes my job easy.
You're a nanomachine.
Maybe that's why his blood tasted bad.
So,
Was
So
this
meanwhile, how
nanomachines
is
and alcohol?
I at dealing with bureaucracy in a
So-
language that you can't write in?
So I'm gonna say to the person, like, alright, I'll look into this later. It's fine. I won't bother you for now. I'm gonna wait for them to leave, if they do.
It's my job to help anybody with whatever problems they have.
Sweet. And I'm gonna wait for them to leave. I don't know, like, unless it takes like a long time, or they just leave straight away.
No, they're just standing here.
Hmm.
Go
Anyone
behind
else
the
is
tree.
looking?
Like, you're in a very busy area right now.
Yeah.
you know what would make it less busy? A disturbance somewhere else.
Not necessarily. Speaking of disturbing, what's Winnie up to?
Okay. What's the overall morale of just the people around?
Give me an empathy.
That makes sense. I hope it's good. It's
No, it
not.
isn't.
Wow. You cannot read the crowd at all.
Or maybe he can read them in a bad type of way. Or she, they.
So these people seem to be taking this like way too well for what's going on. Like you're kind of reading that they might actually just be robots. This might just be a robot society.
Only way to only one way to tell for sure. Make them bleed. It's the only way.
Well, that's Plan B.
If you can't tell after Plan A, maybe then we do Plan B. The maybe being we might do it anyway.
Yeah, you know, once you do Plan A, then you do Plan B too.
And congratulations, team. Total success. Now for Plan B. What?
So, I just pick any kind of group of people who are sitting and talking together. I go over to them and ask them. Hold on, let me form my question.
I like to think you say that to them. Can I ask you a question? Sure, what's up? Let me form it.
There's a group of 4 people talking together.
About what? So you have a conversation generator on hand.
They're talking about how the government isn't doing a good enough job of resolving this situation.
But you know who can do a better job? The old gods.
So you're gonna hop into an ad. Like, that's my shit.
Two broke college students.
FarmersOnly.com.
But, yes, that was actually the springboard I needed. You look like, well, I guess via empathy, I don't know, but given what you just said, you seem unhappy with how things are panning out here. Would you like to learn about salvation?
That sounds neat. I'd like some of that.
Alright.
So, I would like to go about convincing them to be followers of the old gods.
2 of them are, like, having the actual conversation and are speaking with you now, while the other 2 just... You're not sure if they were even listening to the initial conversation.
Are they distracted by each other?
No.
Well,
One of
I'm
them is
going
reading a book on the art of manipulation.
Can I spend a fate point to say that those 2 are madly in love?
You're not there.
So, what would I roll to go about explaining and I forget the word.
Making your ideals sound attractive.
Yeah, that.
That would be rapport.
Yeah.
So, as a question, could I first roll lore to potentially get a... Man, I can't think of any of the words today.
Bonus?
Bonus.
Advantage.
Advantage, that was the word I was looking
Yeah.
for.
So you want to use lore to create some kind of advantage?
Yeah, like coming up with a particular story about one of them that will sway them to my favor.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
You create an advantage with 1 free invocation.
Here is that rapport.
An old god story.
Hmm.
When you should work on her oratory skills.
So that's a 0.
I know.
Spend a point to reroll, or roll better.
Would you like to invoke any aspects?
I think first I'll use the advantage to reroll.
All right.
That always goes good.
No, it doesn't.
Hey,
Well, same
It-
thing.
Oh
it
man, that was an
swapped.
above average result.
It almost swapped. No, just the last sign swapped, but all the difference it made.
And I will spend a fate coin, Vizier.
I think you're gonna say the Zynga.
No.
Oh,
Because
you're going to spend a fate point way over there.
Sometimes
my
it puts the
character-
point in weird places.
What did you say, Pizza?
yeah, that was using aspect of Vizier. Pretty much my job.
Yep.
So that's a 4.
Alright, and that's what you're sticking with?
I mean, I don't have very much else I can go with.
You've got 2 more fate points and a whole brain to work with on how everything you are is making this. Because you just said this is your entire job, so shouldn't you have more aspects that give you bonuses to doing your entire job?
I do other things.
When he's good
Have my
at a
hands-
certain facet of her job.
Let me see.
I have my paws in many pockets.
I mean, the old gods are the entire source of the best magic. You're trying to sell them on that.
So
you should be
the
pretty
2
good
in the
at it.
back are actually more receptive to your message than the 2 that are listening to you.
Yeah, another thing is this is only 4 people. I don't want to spend all my fate coins on just a few.
These could be gods in their next lives. You don't know.
You're right, I don't.
They could be the president. They could be the owners of this building.
It's all about planting a seed of chaos.
Sure. Or 4 seeds. Yeah.
Right, so
I'm
they're all willing to
getting
hear you out.
Deadly Premonitions flashbacks here.
Well, I take the time to teach them about what the old gods can do and how to pray for them. And what you can do to, or not what they can do for you. If there was a skill for teaching, what would that be?
I
Lore.
believe it's sympathy.
Rapport.
Oh, it's rapport, right?
Yeah, probably still rapport.
Because it's something we rolled back in season 1, so I know it's something we've done before.
So would you like another rapport?
Yes. I would.
Very consistent. Well, I'm going to. Didn't want to spend all my fate coins, but
A
hopefully I won't need them later.
mission of discord.
Or just Vizier again.
Yeah. Either or.
I mean, yeah, let's just call it Vizier because that's. I feel like they would. Like a Vizier's, in my case, is part priest, part teacher, part leader.
Yeah.
And that's it. It's just a 2.
All right. They have learned.
Nice.
And 2 of them are just kind of cautiously nodding their heads. One of them is seems to be like a little bit more receptive to it, and the last one pulls out a notebook and is writing this all down.
For some reason, I thought you were gonna say he pulls out a gun.
Me too.
Tell me more.
You're under arrest.
He just points to a sign on the wall that says "No old dog talk." Dang it!
You're under arrest. Tell me more.
I just really wanted to get you alone so you could tell me more, but not the others.
I don't think you're ready for a one-on-one talk yet. You're just a novice.
Don't go mad all at once. Gotta spread it out. Sweet. So you've inducted some more people into your cult, maybe?
Yep. It's not quite as impressive as the like few thousand. Yeah. Well, it's up to them to spread the word in this enclosed area that no one really leaves.
Sweet. So
Yeah,
do you
well-
leave the people after?
Yep.
At
Meanwhile,
what point during...
Plan B.
strike.
Yes.
So by this point, like you're in the vents. They have like drones chasing after you. There are guards at various exits.
Sweet. Do I have room to turn around to the vents?
You do.
Alright. What are the drones trying to do to me?
They're just following after you and making loud, obnoxious noises.
Alright,
Like alarms and pleading to please exit the vent.
okay, so they're not threatening me in any way.
No.
Alright. So I keep going into random rooms.
They have big
Upstairs.
flashing red lights on them.
Upstairs, oh, that's upsetting. Upstairs, downstairs, same floor, I don't care. I check out some rooms.
So like as you're going along, the drones are just following you,
Sure.
blocking off your way back.
And I can just go past them or bite through them if I wanted.
So you end up... Yeah, that sounds fun. You end up in the back room of the medical area.
Do I knock anything over?
And while
On
inside of the vent,
Popping out of the vent. Not out, I'm popping my head out. Peek.
no, they don't keep any like important glass vials of dangerous neurotoxins next to the vent.
Oh, like if I'd like knocked a jar of the healing goo or something, or a vat of it, I guess.
They don't keep jars next to the vent. It's important not to block it. Vents serve a purpose.
Yeah, like letting access. So I'm climbing. I'm approaching the back room of the hospital. These alarm bots are following me. Does anybody like burst into the back room to like check out what's going on? Because suddenly alarm is blaring out of the vent.
Not immediately.
All right. Well, I look around. What kinds of things are in this room? Storage area. So like bottles of pills, gauze, stuff like that. Well, I don't know. Has this place evolved past all that? It's just goo.
Yeah, it's basically just like a large machine area.
Hmm.
They have a series of complicated-looking machines here.
Can I tell what they do
No,
with mechanic? With mechanic,
you can try.
I will try to figure out what they do.
There was an attempt.
You can tell that they're storing things here, and this machine spits out stuff.
Sounds messy.
It does. It's like an output nozzle. And some input hoppers.
Ooh, hopper. All right.
But where's the garbage?
Yeah. Have I seen trash cans around this place?
Oh yeah, they're just trash and recycling all over the place.
It's like in bins, or do you mean like all over the place on the floors?
In bins.
All right. Okay.
They are neat here.
Yeah, I'll pop it. Oh, I didn't think of it in the moment, but back when I saw the girl with the book, or the person with the book, I really thought I thought afterwards, Stork should have asked, "Are you going to eat that?" Since there has been a history. All right, but yeah, I'll pop out, eat the garbage, go back in the vent. Is what I'll do.
So you're gonna like jump out of the vent and go eat the garbage?
Yeah.
Alright, then the vent closes.
Okay. Then I eat the garbage.
And
I
while
eat-
you're eating the garbage, a guard enters the room.
Alright. I look at him like a rag hanging out of my mouth as I rummage through a garbage can. Hello.
The guard bars in to see a naked man, his face in the garbage.
Hey, Roach.
Sir, I believe you may need some medication.
I don't believe so. And I slurp the rag down like a noodle.
Please come with me.
Was there blood on that rag? Probably. Did I get into the bio waste bin? Use
Well,
needles.
Random disease gen.
100% efficient.
Yeah.
So, cockroaches can't get any diseases?
I can carry them. I don't think biology is so simple they don't get bothered by them.
I don't know, I don't think you have any specific stunts for you don't get diseased.
No.
But like as long
yet.
as long as you're eating something, you're fine.
Yeah. I do want to get yeah, because the high aspect for Stork is a lover of things that people hate, which it's not phrased very well, but it's meant to represent like things that would normally ill affect someone, like Stork loves, as far as like diseases, poisons, toxins.
Yeah, but there's a limit, because otherwise you're saying that clean air would kill you. Like,
That's fair.
And also that an aspect makes you immune to poison.
Yeah, no. Like I'm not. Maybe you get a bonus to being immune to stuff, but
He
Like
loves poison.
if you could Like if there was some
Yep.
kind of mechanic where you could use your aspects to gain bonuses on rolls.
Yeah.
So,
I know.
so basically, if Sonic would eat something that would kill him, it's just like, oh man, this shit's good. It's literally killing
Oh
me.
yeah. Like I can roll physique, which
It's
is already a
basically
plus
junk
5.
food for him.
Yeah. Anyway, the guards. So the guard's telling me to go with him. Is he like trying to grab me, pull me away,
No?
or is he just like politely requesting? All right. I'll follow to see where he wants me to go. Can I get a fate point, by the way, for being caught eating garbage in the back room of a medical facility?
Not yet. Not until it causes a problem.
I mean, I did just perhaps rummage through a bio-waste bin, so maybe a problem for someone later on. Alright, so I'm going with the dude.
Yep. He's going to bring you to a small office.
Alright. Are the drones buzzing off? Are they away now?
They're
I'm
still in
being
the
escorted.
vents.
Like the door closed on them and they're still in there.
They went somewhere else, presumably.
Okay. So, small office.
I
What's
don't
up with
think
it?
Strike cared.
Yeah, Strike doesn't care. Strike cares if they get in there, if in Strike's way. So what's this office all about?
Alright, so you are in an office. There is a person behind a desk. They have a computer and some paperwork. There's a chair. Please, sit down.
I sit down. I grab some paperwork and start snacking.
Whoa! Stop that.
I don't think anyone's ever told Strike to stop before. A half-eaten piece of paper hangs out of my mouth as I stop chewing, and as I take the last bite, disconnecting the remnants in my mouth, it just kind of floats to the floor.
Those are important documents.
They weren't doing anything.
Yes, they were.
They were sitting there,
Yes.
taking up space.
Mm-hmm.
Being
And they were
waste.
important documents.
Of what?
Those are medical records for people here.
What?
Those documents had important information about medical problems that people have.
Why does that matter?
By keeping track of that information, we can know whether or not they have particular problems with certain medications, for example. Without that information, that could end up costing somebody their lives.
So, if they are sick, shouldn't they go away?
What?
No.
It's for the best of for the whole, yeah?
No.
Yes.
In what world would having less people be better?
Wow.
Look, needs of the many.
Yeah. For the greater good of the whole, sometimes the individuals must sacrifice.
But we have no need for
Purge
that.
the weak.
I believe there is a metaphor some of the sapiens use of a weakest link.
I don't think you've ever heard that phrase.
Yeah, I hang around people. I've hung around a number of ships, not this one, that aren't this one. You want me to spend a fate point saying I've heard that phrase before? Is that what you want?
Sure.
There. It's just barely off the map.
Hmm.
It is an accurate representation to say that leaving the ill behind allows the healthy to move forward.
But why do that when we can make the ill healthy and bring them with us?
Those are resources that could be used to serve the healthy.
We have more than enough resources for everyone.
I like how Strike has been reasoned with.
It's like more than enough resources that could be being used on the healthy.
And they are being used on the healthy. And we have so much resources that we don't need to use them. Or, like, the healthy don't need this much.
Then expand.
We do. And the healthy still don't need that much.
Then expand more.
We do. And the healthy still don't need that much.
Strike's antenna twitch, but is silent.
We have
It'll take
more
more
resources
time.
for people to use than we have space to house them. And we can't build more spaces as quickly as we gain more resources.
Your culture confuses Sroik.
What a weird problem to have.
So,
What a weird lack problem to have.
where is the waste? Like, it sounds like this is a upward spiral of resource, rather than anything going down a drain, so to speak, or being lost.
In many cases, we have too many resources.
Not these documents.
Should have just stored it in a database, really.
That's what he was doing.
Anyway, so Strike is having a discussion on what type of government is the best. But Strike genuinely feels that the law of nature, that the strong survive, is the proper way to be.
Now, then why can't he find a hole in this argument?
Because I'm not Strike.
Because this isn't nature anymore.
This isn't nature. This is like a fungus, which I guess is nature still, but shut up. This is humanity's pinnacle, I suppose, which is as far away from nature as you can get.
Or
Yeah,
whatever
and it's great.
species you are.
Strike has never been a very logical character, you understand. Saying it's like Strike believes something. It's like, oh, well then why can't you find a hole in an argument? Because that's not how arguments work, Fuse. Belief and rationale are not always the same thing.
Oh, like, if that's the best, then why isn't it the best?
Because, still what he's saying is like, all right, if you've got enough resources, more than enough resources to supply the number you have, take that number and spread it out. And they're like, oh, I have. It's like, okay, well, if that's still the case, do it again. And do it again until it's not the case. Because that's how
we
empires
can't do
work.
that fast.
So where does, due to the law, Strike doesn't know this, but due to the law of, matter, everything comes from somewhere. Where are you getting your things? Where do you get your resources, I guess, is what Strike asks.
We synthesize most of them.
And what? So, what's the fuel for them?
Energy.
Sunlight?
Something dark matter.
That works too.
Sure.
That's how dark matter works.
So this is
Everyone
a
knows
something,
that.
So this is a something from nothing production society.
Well, it's a something from something else that wasn't used by anyone else, and there's a lot of it.
Yeah.
Like, more than regular matter, in fact.
When you use up all the dark matter, the universe gets a shade lighter.
Truly,
Actually,
humanity is pinnacle.
Yeah, what would happen if you removed all the dark matter? Like, would the universe start expanding faster?
You use it to make cool stuff. That's how dark matter works.
I mean,
Yeah, definitely.
if it's limited to this one building at present, then it won't really have an effect on the universe in a large scale.
There's a lot of bunkers like this one. Also, an entire planet full of people who use these synthesized materials.
Well, wow. Why does Gemetha even need to steal anything?
Because they still use money.
Important.
In a post-scarcity society, okay.
Yes.
Sure.
Well, I mean, this planet is post-scarcity, but its planetary neighbors aren't necessarily.
And this
Actually-
planet still uses money.
Yeah, so that's actually a point. So if you're creating so much that you don't even know what to do with it, that's just a lot of waste. You're wasting a lot of stuff at this point, and you're perfectly fine with that.
Yeah,
That goes
there's
all
nothing
back
more
into
that we
the
can do
cyclist.
with it.
Yeah, so it's wasted. You're
Yes.
creating waste. Innumerable amounts of waste.
And some of it has to be destroyed.
So why continue?
So you can eat the waste.
Like, why not simply make what you need?
Because what if we need more?
Then you can make more, and you
Like
are
right
not
now,
running
we
out
have
of...
an emergency situation. If we didn't keep so much of our material stockpiled, we wouldn't have been able to handle this as well.
So it's not waste, it's stockpile.
The less mouths to feed, the more resources to go around. You might even say that whoever is dropping these bombs is making your system more efficient.
But that's
Let's
not the way
need-
to think about things. We're talking about people here.
Also, they might bomb their synthesizers.
You're talking about gears in a machine. They can be replaced with another set of hands.
Every person is unique. You can't simply replace them.
Sure. It's implied, sure you can.
It's simply not possible. Materials can be replaced, but a person once gone is gone forever.
Points at our ship.
Those aren't people.
So while Strike is having this discussion, and while I think up some things to say, what's going on with other people?
So I want to get back to Ayet in the tree.
Sure.
Okay.
So like, have you just been standing there for a while?
Well, yeah, I'm trying to think of a way to get the person to leave.
And all the other persons?
Well, just that person. I figure the other people better. Maybe they'll just think this tree needs to be removed. I'm just concerned with that one person right now.
Alright, well, that one person does eventually get called over by somebody else to help with something. They need help solving a Sudoku puzzle.
Alright, so immediately I contact our ship through our communicator.
Alright.
I'm like, hey, I need a crew to bring, to transplant a tree from here to inside our ship.
All right, somebody else approaches you. Do you need help with something?
It's cool. I got it covered.
I'm just imagining, like,
Are you sure?
I
It's my job to help you.
I just kind of, you know that gesture to say to just kind of keep quiet because I'm on the phone kind of thing?
help by shutting up. I'm just imagining like 15, half of our crew, 15 people come and the person at the front's just like, "Oh, how do I get me your rooms?" That's not my job.
And yeah, after I'm done though, after I say this to the ship, I would say to the person, "It's all right. It's all taken care of. They're on their way."
Oh, you have more people out there?
Oh yeah, but don't worry. We're gonna be leaving pretty soon.
I appreciate your optimism.
Oh well, thank you.
But be aware that it may be a long time before the war ends.
It's fine. We're leaving before the war is over.
That would be very unsafe.
Yeah, we're gonna do it anyways.
I must insist that you remain here.
I appreciate your concern, but it is not warranted.
We cannot allow any danger to happen to you.
Look, I appreciate that, but when I want to leave, I'm going to be leaving. Don't worry.
We cannot allow that.
There's a lot of people here. What if the danger wasn't on the inside?
Are you threatening me?
We have protocols for this.
Sweet. Well, get those fired up, because, like I said, I got some people coming over. We'll talk later.
Excuse me?
I say we'll talk later. Look, you got plenty of peeps around that you're supposed to bother. Just wait a bit. Like, y'all are nice, but y'all are kind of pushy, too. Like, relax a bit.
After you said that.
Yeah.
You say after directly threatening them.
Right.
You have a way to you would have a way to handle the threats from the inside. Good. So activate those. And just wait a bit.
You just threatened them.
I mean, I am aware, and just waiting to see how things pan out.
Okay. So while we wait for security to get there, Adora, what are you up to?
I would like to find Ayet and hand her the keycard to her room.
Yeah, there's Ayet, just standing there next to a tree.
Great.
Okay.
Well, here, have the keycard and
What's
go
this?
find.
What's this weird rectangle thing?
I believe it's a key that opens a door without destroying it. It's quite the...
That needed to be pointed out.
That is
Not
just
a bomb. Good to know.
that is just ridiculous. What kind of tall tale is that, Adora? That's not a key.
It's a very It's a very advanced key. I know.
Also, it's not a rectangle. It has rounded edges.
It's an ample rectangle.
Oh, hey, by the way, where's everyone at? Adora?
I haven't been keeping track of them. I was looking for people to help, but it seems they have everything under wraps here. It's amazing.
Alright, well, we got some people coming over soon, so I don't know how long we're gonna be staying here.
Not very long. There isn't anything for me to do here.
Oh. What do you want to do? Like, is there anything you want to be doing?
I was hoping I would find someone to help, but they are all okay. It's
I tried to say this covertly. Do you want to make people less okay so you can help them out?
Excuse me.
Hey,
It says the security officer.
I'm having a private conversation here. Wait your turn.
We hear that you've made a threat against us.
Look, we're going to be leaving real soon. We're just waiting for some people to arrive.
You can't leave.
Direct.
Well, I mean, yes, I can leave. It's actually very easy.
You'll find it to be quite a bit more difficult than you think.
All right, we'll wait for the people I call to come over, and you'll see how easily we can leave.
I would like to covertly say to Ayet, how about we just try to comply and check out one of these rooms for now?
I am complying. I'm waiting and stuff. I haven't physically harmed anyone.
Yet. I like to think that's your rationale for, like, why you're still here.
And while this conversation is going on, what is Winnie doing in the bathroom?
Well, going to the bathroom for one, which is why I was be right back.
Her business.
Okay.
Not here.
It was made by necessity. But while I'm here, how many people are in here?
Are we going to draw an old
This is a
god glyph on
large
it?
bathroom. There's 11 people.
I'm just imagining Winnie's sitting in a stall, someone is sitting in the stall next to him, and Winnie's just like, so, old gods, right?
I imagined Winnie drawing graffiti on this stall, and it's something eldritch.
For a good time call.
You know what? That is a good idea before I do what I want to do. I guess I'll scratch something on the side with, like, my claw. Which I guess would be craft.
There's gonna be a robot.
Give me a fight roll.
Buffs it out.
Make sure
Fight?
okay. And yeah, this is something
You can't scratch
eldritch.
the material.
Oh, wow.
Let's see, one would stall, okay.
Well, I don't have anything to write with, so... are these stalls still have space, like, underneath the walls between them?
No.
How about above?
Nope. It's a fully
completely
enclosed area.
Every single stall is completely enclosed. Didn't expect that.
It's privacy, you know.
Yeah. And they have measures to stop bathroom graffiti.
Well, actually, yeah. I'm going to roll stealth. I guess stealth might help with this. And just unlock my bathroom stall door and wait for someone else to come in.
Okay. So you unlock the door and hide in the bathroom.
Hide in
Stall.
the toilet.
Yeah. Wherever you can manage to hide in a
The water
bathroom.
Just hide underneath the lid of the water tank in the back of the toilet.
So before too long after you unlock the bathroom door, the toilet automatically flushes.
You mean not too long? Or
Yeah.
before too long?
Well, I wasn't hiding in there.
Fortunately.
It's winning
Well,
for
now it's clean and you can drink from it.
specious.
It's not
Yes,
drink
but that's
that I'm
not
looking for.
encouraged.
It's not drink I'm looking for. It's food. So I wait for the whoever next person to come in, and once they lock the door behind them,
Somebody
I'm
comes
gonna make a
in
fight
and
roll.
locks the door behind them.
I attack them.
All right,
Wow.
give me a fight roll. You've got
And I-
2 free invocations with your stealth.
I'll. I don't think I would need both, so I'll just make
You
that
also
up.
can't use more than one in the same roll.
Yeah, that
Might
too.
as well take it.
So yeah, it's a 4.
All right. So that's 3 shifts. Would you like to kill this person?
Yes.
You do.
I was hoping he wouldn't. Oh well.
You poor
Right.
fool.
So they let out a scream as you just claw into their body and just...
Yeah,
do you go through
yeah.
the heart or pull it out?
You gotta pull the ribs out and then you eat the heart
Okay.
because the ribs are in the way.
I was gonna say you didn't give an option for a stealth one-hit kill, preventing them from screaming.
Well, that
Yeah,
was
it's
a
okay. The
one-hit
door's
kill.
locked. That too.
Sure. I mean, I guess if you count the hand never leaving the body as a one hit.
Yeah, I enjoy my quick meal. Then I'll leave the bathroom.
It's a sentence you don't hear often.
Whew, you do not want to go in there.
All right. So you exit the stall. There's a body on the floor. You're covered in blood. And there's still a bunch of more people in there.
Okay, I start washing off a little.
Bonk.
Yeah, you should be asking for more fate points for doing this shit at all.
Yeah.
I was going to ask like once I left.
And here's
There are
another
a
one for eating somebody in the
Yeah, there are a
first
couple
place.
instances.
Yeah.
So now I'm kind of sad because there's no longer all four numbers 1 through 5.
4, 1, 5.
Oh, wow. And you're 0.
Nice. Okay, so one casual murder later.
That
Oh,
was
there are
necessity.
guards.
I was hungry.
There's so many guards coming through here. Like, people are, like, panicking, screaming, running out of the bathroom as somebody just murdered someone.
Hey, security officer should go over there. It looks like there's a tussle or something.
Oh, they are.
Oh, sweet. All right, Adora, let me pull this string out.
The helpers are going over there too. Congratulations, you've caused a distraction as alarms are going throughout the floor, encouraging everybody to head to their rooms.
Does this cut strike the person's conversation short?
I'm going to follow
Uh,
the security to the source of the problem because hell yeah, problem to solve for me.
Good luck with
and,
that.
Sroik, you are now locked in the office.
Oh, great. Is there a vent?
No.
There are two vents. One is true and one is fake.
Yeah, there would be a vent in here.
Sweet. Is it closed off?
There would be a small vent that
I'm willing
is
to roll.
closed off.
Oh.
There's an alarm for a few seconds before the person you're talking to hits a button on their computer.
Sweet. Yeah, like, out of character, I really haven't come up with any sort of argument. It's like the only argument I can really have is, it's like, it sounds like it's like the way your society goes, it's produced a lot of waste. Also, two options: if you have so much, why not give your excess to others? Secondary, it sounds like creating as much as you have probably invites a lot of people that you aren't giving it to want to take it from you.
We have measures for dealing with those people.
And as for
And we
charity,
give people as much as they can afford.
afford.
Yes.
What's an afford?
What's that mean? I haven't heard
I
this
think it's a
word.
type of car.
As long as they have enough money to pay for what they want.
Enough what?
Money.
Strikes in relation to currency.
Where are you from?
I do not know.
The
if my
big planet.
has a name.
Well, here we have money. When people work, they earn money, and they can exchange money for things that they want or need.
You do not provide each other your goods for free. Or, I don't know if Strike would know the word for free. Like, with that, you do not provide each other services and goods merely for being each other's comrades. It's a bad word to use while talking about government, huh?
Well, here they do, actually, but outside, yeah.
Well, neither does Strike.
Huh?
Neither does Strike.
What?
You take things.
Yeah, excess. I manage the excess. That is Strike's position in the hierarchy.
That's what nature is. You like, if you want something, you take it from whoever has it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like, why... I don't have them... I wasn't planning on trying to make a full-fledged argument about this today. Sorry that I didn't come fully equipped with a fucking manifesto. Jeez.
I mean, you've had Strike's entire existence to be prepared for this inevitable conversation.
No, Fuse, I'm sorry. I don't think it's inevitable that Fuse is going to be discussing politics with someone. In an office,
politics.
in a bunker, on a planet where...
You're acting crazy, so they brought you to a psychiatrist.
Really?
Somebody whose job is to talk to people and understand what their point of view is.
Well, can I roll something?
Report.
Hold on.
Do you even have report?
No, obviously not. Could I roll... Now hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
Could I roll physique on account that the way that Strikes works off of it is entirely, like, primal and, like, non-higher brain. It is purely of the body how Strikes, like, reactions and intuition and philosophies come from.
That would make you worse at being able to have this conversation.
I want to roll. It's to project my point of view, is what I'm trying to say. I want to project it to an understandable degree, like the idea that nature has a way that it works.
So give me
Nature
a
has-
rapport roll.
Ugh. All right. So my argument is nature has a way that it works. What you're doing isn't nature, and therefore straying from that norm is bad. This is my roll for rapport, and I'm going to spend 2 fate points on it for anti-civilized and law of nature above all others. Yoink, yoink.
Right, so that's a pretty good argument. Now, let's see. I think it would be reasonable for a professional psychiatrist to have 4.
Sure.
So, huh. Interesting.
Uh-huh.
So they rolled a
Sure.
-3.
Wow.
Nice.
So that's a total of 1.
Convert.
So that's 5 shifts.
It's like the way that this civilization runs is a direct opposite of how nature would intend it to be, and therefore there's inevitably going to be like trouble and problems and issues that weren't meant to be.
Right.
And
So he still doesn't agree with you,
mhm.
but he is going to fight to reduce waste.
He understands.
Yay!
We need to get those
'Cause-
building costs down so we can expand faster.
Yay!
Then we can fight this war better.
Yeah.
And then everyone's
Yeah.
happy.
So like that
Yes.
is like as much as it is about strike, like waste should be gone because strike is a roach, a bottom feeder, yada yada yada. There's also an idea like in nature, like there's the forest floor, which is a great thing because anything that would die or otherwise be wasted goes there and is recycled back into the system. So there is exactly 0 waste in nature. It's like as far as actual physical nature goes, everything is used, no matter what.
As a question, how are people supposed to be able to work and make more money while they're stuck in this bunker?
They can be helpers that check on other people, or they can be security to check on other people.
It's just a system of people checking on other people, checking on people.
Yes.
They make money from that.
Also,
The rest just
hairdressers.
have money from their jobs that they worked before they came in here.
And
Or
eventually
just-
they'll run out.
Yeah, and then they just live off of the bare minimum.
Oh, and another core tenet of the whole law of nature is that everything is provided for free as long as you know where to look for it.
Well, no, everything costs work.
Yeah, well, labor is the only payment for anything. Yeah.
Directly.
All right,
Unless you're
so
ants.
as you finish this conversation, he lets you out. The door
Yay.
opens up. You can hear a bunch of alarms going off. Then
Close the door.
somebody just walks up to you with a can of garbage and just pours it on the floor.
Nice.
What do they look like? Who are they?
They're wearing some kind of clothes, and they
Okay.
appear to be a person.
Okay. I look at them and look at the garbage and like scoop it up like an armful of candy bars from a kid at a store, grabbing way too much, and his mom's definitely gonna say no and just start eating it. Because like from what I understand, Strike is standing like in the doorway, so I don't want Strike to just be like, oh, onto the floor, blocking the doorway as I eat this garbage.
Everybody walk the dinosaur.
Open the door, get on the floor. There you go. Good one, Fuse. Give yourself a fake point.
Okay, next time that's relevant, I'll have an extra one.
Good. So, yay.
Meanwhile, Adora and Winnie,
Mhm.
while Ayet tries to pull a tree out of the ground. So, Adora, you find your way to the bathroom, where you see a bunch of guards getting ready to breach the door.
Does Winnie hear that there's guards outside of the door? Or are they being quiet?
They're
I'm
being
going to-
quiet.
That sounds like a metaphor someone would use when trying to excuse themselves to the bathroom. It's like, there's a bunch of guards about to breach the door. I gotta go.
I mean, you certainly
Give
heard
me a
the panic
notice.
beforehand, so... I mean, Winnie's out of the stall and washing her hands.
There are two characters in this scene.
Okay. And I'm in the entrance door to the bathroom, like the first panel of laws.
Like, that's the door that they're about to breach.
Oh, okay, so we are outside the bathroom. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Okay, well, then I
So-
just wait patiently because I'm not interrupting them.
Winnie, give me that notice.
Yep.
Oof.
Man, I'm gonna.
That was a really good meal.
Can I use the invocation from the stealth to reroll this?
You don't have that
Minus,
anymore.
minus.
What?
Oh,
Didn't you
okay.
say there were a bunch of people in the bathroom as Winnie left the stall all bloodied up?
Yeah, and then they all ran out.
Okay.
And then the door shut itself. Okay.
Then Winnie cleaned up, and now there's a bunch of guards there.
That she's not aware of.
So, I could spend a fate coin, or would I be hearing them audibly,
Yes.
potentially?
Oh, that was a 4 minuses roll for notice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can I invoke my aspect, became a werewolf? I'm also already a wolf and have ears for hearing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Aspect as hears.
+2 or reroll.
Reroll.
It
Hey,
can
let's
get
not
worse.
assume.
That I was about to say. You got
Wow.
it.
Wow.
It's
would have
better.
been better. It would have been better to get a +2.
The universe does not want you to notice this.
Can you give the universe a fate point for creating interesting circumstances?
I mean,
You got
he
anything
uses-
else you want to invoke for a reroll?
Taste for humanoid flesh. I'm feeling my best after just eating.
I'll take
I
it.
got a full stomach.
Are you doing another reroll or another plus?
Reroll would be better on average.
I'm going to guess that a 1 wouldn't be sufficient.
There we go.
Oh! Not quite all pluses. Half of them even. But no minuses.
Okay, so
Right.
I hear.
But it's not
I
done
hear
yet.
what?
So they
Because
need to roll spells.
they are going to invoke the noise. They are invoking their professionalism. And they are invoking the fact that you're on the other side of a wall.
So they already beat you unless they roll a -3.
For 3 + 2s.
Assuming they have 0 already. Assuming this is a mediocre skill.
It's probably not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to decide between 3 options of what I want to do.
Do you have any more aspects that you would like to invoke?
It's like the thing is, I don't know yet what exactly is going to happen once they see me in here. Like if they're just gonna like open fire, or if they're gonna try to question me.
I'm going to guess question.
Wouldn't getting caught cause more chaos than knowing they're there?
But also, knowing there's a unknown killer that's unfound, also pretty chaotic. Or panic-inducing anyway.
I mean, isn't part of being a vizier like knowing and things? And like noticing things, more importantly?
You could say that.
Or am I wrong about that?
I do also want to hold on to that fate coin for other things, just in case.
Fuse, what's the time of day? Is it perhaps twilight right now?
How would you know?
By asking you.
Fuse, are planets aligned?
Probably not.
Probably somewhere in the universe, some planets are. Given the scale.
The big cosmic coincidence. It's always the same time everywhere on all planets.
Yeah, like, in addition to having the meta knowledge of they're getting 3 plus 2s, it's not worth spending anything else.
Sure. Forgot our ship is called the Pope.
Alright.
Now we know.
So you don't hear them. And they breach the door.
I'm assuming or wait, the door's not locked. They just open it.
They kick it open. One
So
of
they
them
just swing.
throws something inside. And 2 of them are opening fire.
Ah, I
Okay,
wasn't
so
expecting that option.
Give
You're
me
acting
a
like-
dodge roll.
You're acting like somebody's died. You say, kicking the remains of the body beneath the toilet.
yeah, I would like to spot immediately the huge blood smear or at least footsteps from the bathroom stall to the sink.
I don't think you're quite inside yet, unless
yeah.
you went in front of the guards.
Yeah, I didn't, but I'm looking from behind, I guess.
Oh, okay. If the guards are letting you through. Anyway, that's 7. Because armor.
Alright, you successfully dodge. The object that they tossed in erupts into smoke that is now filling the room.
Is it just regular smoke or is it like nanobot smoke?
And it feels like that could be to my benefit.
Unless it's nanobot smoke.
So,
And
Can
Adora,
I-
give me a notice roll.
yeah. I'll take that as a no. Okay.
You don't get a good view of what's happening.
Okay, so what all exactly did I dodge? Just gunfire.
Something. They
You just
shot.
spot.
You dodged.
Hmm.
You want to give me a notice roll?
Yep. Who, me?
What kind of guns are they using? Fuse bullets or laser or energy?
You want to give me a notice roll?
Me?
Yeah, give me a notice roll from the opposite side of the building. the literal opposite side of the building.
I'm just saying for the sake of the story views. I'm just saying.
And I'm saying that Winnie needs to be making a notice roll to find out.
Because if it's bullets and they're shooting into a room where even the stalls themselves are made of something that Winnie can't scratch with a 3, then ricochet is something they might have to worry about in this large enclosed area.
They appear to be firing some form of dart.
Ah, that makes more sense.
Right. The 4 options of bullets. Regular bullets, energy, darts, or gyro jets.
Yep, those are the only things that you can fire out of a gun.
Grenade launchers? What are those?
No, that's not a gun. Alright,
You
well,
can actually get. Never mind.
it's initiative time.
Gyro jets aren't fired out of guns, they're fired out of gyro jet launchers, is that what you're gonna say?
No, you can actually get some like grenade shells that you can fit like a 12 gauge shotgun shell into that, and you can essentially have a one-shot shotgun out of your grenade launcher.
Oh my god. Get the grenade out of the launcher, but not the launcher.
Okay.
And initiative is notice, athletics, physique. In that order.
So I didn't roll all 3 of these.
So
No rolls.
does Strike
No.
see combat going on outside?
So that's once for all of these for me.
No, just the actual amount that you have the skill at, you enter in.
Yes, so it's 1 and 1 and 1 without rolls.
Alright,
Notice athletics physique, right?
so that's what you put in.
I mean, that's my skill sheet.
Yep.
Yeah,
So,
so
you type
that's what
that
you
in.
put in.
Right.
We'll click your 0 first.
There we go.
So can Strike see this combat going on?
No.
Does Ayet or does she care? Also,
Ayat
not
also
there.
wouldn't be in view.
okay. So I have 2 options that I'm not sure which I want to do. I can either fight them or just teleport away. But I feel like teleporting isn't as exciting.
Need to be.
Also, shame on that psychiatrist for having other patients' medical information just out in the open like that.
It was being archived.
They should have said
He wasn't
Just a minute.
expecting a patient.
Yes.
he should have been. Communication. Just open the door to the psychiatrist pit and throw someone in. Here, deal with this one.
Yes. In practice, that's exactly what happened.
A ravenous psychiatrist asking about my childhood. Tell me about your parents. No.
My what?
How many siblings did you have growing up?
A few hundred.
Yeah. It's like, are you asking how many were born or how many survived? It's like, what?
Survived. How long? Talking minutes, hours, days? What's a year?
Okay, I decided what I want to do. I'm going to summon something.
That sounds like fun. What do you summon?
A 5.
Let's see. I'll use the table to see something from Yu-Gi-Oh! And description of can fight.
So, if Winnie summoned the Jar of Greed, they get to use it to summon 2 more monsters, maybe 2 Yu-Gi-Oh, maybe 2 whatever. Does the Jar of Greed go away after that?
Is a Jar of Greed a monster or a spell?
It's a spell.
Spell.
Yeah, so you can't.
There are some monsters partly based on the same jar
Oh yeah, I
series.
guess. Yeah, because Winnie summons.
Oh no! Oh
What?
no!
Is it Exodia?
No. You summoned the assault dog.
Summon what?
The assault dog. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon any number of assault dog from your deck.
What
Okay.
counts as a deck in this case? Just all cards ever?
I believe so.
Nice.
So this is like infinity elemental level of.
Alright,
If
are
it-
we deciding right now that all, like, the deck, quote unquote, we have follows all
just-
rules?
Random chaos. The Aether.
Like,
My deck is the universe.
Because, I mean, like, can there be 4 Chaos Dogs?
Yes.
Also,
Okay, good to know.
if they are Yu-Gi-Oh monsters, can you only have 5 of them at a time?
3. Well, 5 on the field, you're right, if we're
Yes.
counting that.
Unless you count the pendulum slots and the extra monster slot.
Or you
What's-
count it as Hearthstone and there's 7 spot.
No. Unless we're counting Magic the Gathering, where there is.
Or some weird monsters that you can summon into the spell slots.
Would it be Ayet or Winnie who would be able to summon the trap monsters?
I'm going to say that board limits apply to games that have them.
Sweet.
So you can only have 7 Hearthstones, and you can only have 5 Yu-Gi-Ohs.
As
yeah,
many
so
magic as
No.
there are trap cards that occupy the trap card space but act as, or the trap cards occupy the monster slots. Those
Well,
are
I
still
mean, like if they are called trap monsters, it should be like Magic the Gathering, like enchantment monsters, where they can both.
Yeah, trap monsters actually count as both.
So they're
So
both.
it takes up both slots.
Hmm.
The trap slot that it was taking up, and the monster slot that it then takes up.
Well,
So anyways,
Anyway, you got
a
the assault dog.
tank dog.
I tell the dog to take care of them, and I step into one of the stalls, just so
The
I'm
same
not in
one?
line of sight. Anyone will do.
That is a dog with
That's
twin
too
machines.
many actions. You can sneak away next time.
You can walk.
Well, walk and
I can
sneak
walk.
are different.
I'm not sneaking. I'm just walking.
Right, so you
I just don't want
casually walk
say
into
I'm-
one of the stalls.
Yeah, I'm like they're right across from the sink. I assume.
I guess there's some space so that it isn't so cramped.
There's 2 miles to cover.
So there's now
maybe
a
not.
gunfight going on between a glowing-eyed dog with like dual machine guns and a few guards with tranquilizer rounds.
Like, well, we call them guard. Are they like mall cop level of guard, or
They're more than mall cops.
okay?
Like these are professional security people, but they're not as good at security as they are at pretending not to be trained security force.
They don't even have any physique.
Or athletics.
But they have
They
better
can shoot,
knowledge.
they can see things, and they can pretend not to be there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
I get the idea of what they're doing.
yeah, Winnie's action was summon and walk into a stall.
So, any Gundog summoned by Gundog's effects have Gundog's effects as well. Because they're
Presumably.
still Gundogs.
Yeah.
So, Gundog could potentially never go away unless there was a board wipe banish.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Or
will just keep coming.
Or sent back to your hand.
So let's roll for Gundog. Right. Roll their dodge. Oh, they're dodging the Gundog with their 0 athletics.
Hmm.
Barely. They're going
Good on 'em.
to shoot Gundog.
How
At
dare
this
they?
point, they're starting to actually enter the bathroom. They're 4 shooting. So that's okay. Yep. And dodge. Assault dog is hit.
With a dart.
And then Adora.
It's troublesome that I don't know that what is in there. Wish I had spotted that blood trail, because then I want to believe that there's someone wounded in there.
You hear barking from inside of the bathroom, and then gunfire just erupts through the doorway.
Wasn't it argued before that Winnie's supposed to have really sensitive ears?
Dual
we-
machine
can we-
guns.
Can we invoke the werewolf thing against her? Just say she gets damaged from hearing, if she's okay with it.
What kind of damage would that be? I guess
Mental,
physical.
I'm going to
Also-
compel you that you are uncomfortable.
Okay.
Okay. At the
Oh,
end
I
of
mean-
the conflict, you will gain a fate point. You get the aspect uncomfortable
Okay.
with a
Write
free
that in.
invocation. Is Adora going to do anything?
Squeeze past the guards and try to go in.
Give me an
I
athletics.
need to pee.
Adora just doesn't consider the guards as people, I guess.
I mean, they are people, but
But it's like you're just they're not there. I'm just gonna pass right through them.
Remind
They're
me
not-
that the space that isn't occupied by guards entering the bathroom through that door is filled with gunfire.
Just go for the
Fine.
vets.
very funny.
Also, how would dart-based attacks affect Crystal?
Yes, but it's probably the dog that's Shelton.
Yeah, double machine guns firing through the door.
Oh yeah, that too.
Okay. So I rolled a 0. What now?
Alright, so they are not allowing you through.
That's okay. That's my action for this turn.
Alright, Winnie.
Well, if I'm uncomfortable here, I should go somewhere else. And the one landmark that I know in here that stands out above everything is the tree in the center.
It's true. You don't really fuck with them if you like teleport to the ship, come back here, knock on the door, and be like, "Yeah, I got I left because I chose to." It's like, but you're not allowed to. Nah.
Yeah, teleporting to the tree.
All right, you did it. You're now in the tree.
Among the branches. If it has branches.
Technically, you
What
just
kind of tree?
conceded from the conflict.
Yeah, conflict will still be going though while I'm gone.
So hey, free coin
Yeah.
for you.
Woo!
Yay.
Time for some rolls.
Does the Yu-Gi-Oh board consist only of the zone the character is currently standing in?
One of the guards gets shot.
Am I able to, or can you roll publicly for the assault dogs attacks?
I already rolled
Just so
it.
we know. Can you tell us what?
Let's see. The first one was... Yeah, the first one was the assault dog. Assault dog rolled a 0. And then assault dog rolled a 1. And I'm treating it as having a shoot of 2.
Not doing well.
He served his purpose. He's a distraction.
And then it gets loaded with a bunch more darts. And passes out. Assault dog is not destroyed by battle or sent to the graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
It
Take
just
him in
passes
for
out.
It's flipped to face down position, defense position.
Okay.
And the conflict is over.
Hey, Ayet.
Oh, no wonder I can't pull out this 3. You're up there.
Ayet, give me a physique roll.
All right.
Would you like to invoke an aspect?
You know what? I will. See the patterns and all thing. I know exactly where I want to put so that goes easy.
I'll take that.
It's kind
See
of
the
a little
root
off screen.
patterns.
Yeah. Where do the roots in this tree allow for the most leverage when pulled at what angle?
Alright. So you do manage to grab onto the tree and pull it clean out of the ground.
Alright.
But as soon as Winnie adds on her weight, it knocks you over.
How? Winnie, why'd you do that? What's the lesson I have to learn from this?
So you're now on the ground with the tree on top of you, and Winnie is in the tree.
Do I see the tree? Do I see this happening?
No.
The lesson
There is
is
a wall.
don't lift the tree above you.
I mean, I left the office. I'm just eating
Yes,
garbage.
and there's a wall.
Alright. Well, I'm wandering the halls now.
Like, this is a much larger scale than it looks like there.
Alright, so
Yeah.
I'm on my back with a tree over me. Sweet.
Oh, sorry about that. Let me help you with that.
Okay.
So if I... Alright, close enough. Be like
It's in
another circle larger than this one.
More, Sheriff?
Yeah, there, that's close enough. So there's like
What's
a
this?
hallway, and then like the bathroom would be on the other side of that. The office would be on the other side of that.
I see, so, okay.
So Stroik would be in the hallway. But there's still another wall between that and the center area.
I bet this place would have like a monorail going through the hallway.
Oh, definitely.
Do I get hit? Do I die?
Yes, you're dead.
No, no. To bring
Have
out
a fate
Chuck
point.
Shot.
Okay, so how's the situation in the bathroom now?
Yeah, so they breach in. The target that they were shooting at is gone. As the smoke clears, there's a dog on the ground, and there,
Okay.
like, you can see a body in one of the stalls with a trail of blood leading over to one of the sinks.
Yeah. Okay, well, I rush over to the body hoping that I can squeeze past the guards this time.
They shout something about a restricted area, but they're not physically in the way.
With zero athletics themselves, yeah. Okay, so the body seems to have a considerable cavity in its chest, and a missing heart and some ribs, presumably.
Yeah,
Yes.
ate all the
I
good
wi-
stuff.
I wish to replace it by rolling crafts.
And it has been some time, so this is going to be a legendary.
It's just an 8 you have to hit. It's not impossible.
I know. Let's just hope that.
Oof.
Alright, so if you can invoke 2 things, you can do it.
I would like to invoke Wandering Miracle Worker because I have already saved many.
And because you're trying to
Very-
work a miracle.
Well, that too, but I have solved like considerable medical problems in the past. And
Doesn't get much more direct than that.
What's trying to happen right now?
Bring back to life the person I ate, partially.
Oh
I
my
mean-
god, should they want that? With their body in this condition?
Well, it won't be in that condition anymore.
I mean,
What
it will have a new heart. I'm hoping that it has like enough blood in the brain and it hasn't been yet like the few minutes needed for the brain to deteriorate completely.
You need to plug them into a wall to get some electricity flowing through that brain, though.
I mean, we will see. Maybe he'll come to if the heart starts being there and beaten.
What if I ate the whole body except for like a finger?
Yes, that would be probably not doable.
Yeah, you can't bring a finger to life.
The brain and the face. That's what you need.
Yeah, and the brain is pretty necessary, probably. Well, I'm going to invoke Cause No Death, as in I am desperate that.
Alright. So just spend the fate points.
Okay, well, not even any more story needed. There you go.
So, that does it. You
There are
rush
no
in
cr-
there. You just
Yeah.
shove your crystals in exactly where they need to go. And you
There's no
manage...
crystal heart, it's beaten. You can see the blood for the transparent crystal just coursing the body. It's super creepy.
And you're pretty sure that this person will make it.
and I'm exhausted but kinda relieved. I'm just going to slouch and wait for what happens next.
You just have to sound like, so, what was it, buddy? Heaven or hell? What was it like?
Alright, the guards move you out of the way, and they are transporting this person to the medical ward.
That's for the best.
You should ask, can your machines do that?
They probably can, but they weren't there in time.
Yeah, if he was eviscerated in the medical ward, maybe.
Yeah, yeah, I'm pretty sure they could, honestly. Like, that's pretty much what happens in a heart transplant. Right?
I mean, like, the body's alive, but is the soul still there?
Yep, he was still alive in horrendous pain.
Just barely.
Yeah, might want to get some skin over that chest.
There is no crystal skin.
Oh, okay.
Like, this entire cavity is now filled with a crystal replica functional of what there should be. Crystal
Is it-
ribs, crystal heart, crystal part of lung, probably.
We
Is it like a see-through?
Yes.
Mm.
Ugh.
You can see the blood. Like, you can see the crystal heart just beating. And everything's flowing slowly. It's
Well,
very
we won't have
gross.
to worry about people trying to eat his heart ever again.
They will in a few days.
What? What?
It'll go back to normal. In
I thought you
time.
said I thought you said he will in a few days. I'm like, excuse me.
They will have to worry about being eaten
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, it's the price to pay.
Very valuable, these crystal hearts.
They're
I mean-
delicious.
Are you able to make body parts just out of thin? Like, could you just like hold out your hand and be like, here's a lung? Or does it have to be like onto something that needs that thing?
Good question.
Thanks.
I'm guessing that if it won't, like, if I just make a free lung, it won't be a functional one. It'll just be inert. Needs life to come to life.
Hmm.
So
it's ti-
what's Jimothy been doing?
That's what I was thinking.
He better retrieve
That's
more
what I
of the
was
mark.
thinking.
I'm getting
Yeah,
off.
At one point, like, you would have, like, gotten the call that, like, a bunch of the crew were requested to go over there.
Yeah. And frankly, I'm not, like, what was the context given?
I don't remember exactly what I said. I just said I needed some crew over to transplant a tree in the ship.
I think you gave a message that it was some urgency too.
I remember it being pretty vague,
Yeah,
but
vague,
I think he
urgent.
specifically requested about 15 people.
Yeah, I would just like tell some of the crew like to go there and help them. Like, did you even give any directions where to go to? Like,
No.
Yeah.
Over here.
Yeah. So.
Do the communicators have a locator beacon functionality?
I mean, Winnie could just teleport to them and direct them.
I don't know about this whole thing yet.
Or at least get out of the tree, so I can get up.
Yeah. When we last were here, I was helping with that.
But you know what's gonna be upsetting? We're dragging this tree. We get this tree. We leave the place. We drag it to the ship. We bring it in. The look on our guard's face, standing at the door.
We got you a friend. So, are you moving this with any kind of urgency?
I guess the answer I would give is like it's not like I'm rushing, but I'm not taking my time either.
So any kind of urgency in that you're being direct about it, but not running. A to B, but at a pace.
Like it's
Right,
the
so,
equivalent. It's the hauling a heavy object of a fast walk.
yeah, so you get into the reception area. They're like the receptionists are very concerned about you taking the tree.
Oh, no, it's fine. I got it cleared with the owner of this place.
They kind of look at each other. Yeah. Give me a deception. That is a thing.
Yeah, that's a thing. Okay. You know what? I'm okay with this being a bad lie. I'm not gonna fade it.
I'm sure we just keep walking anyway.
Oh yeah, I'm not stopping though.
It's like, well, here's the thing. It's like, you physically have the power to rip a tree out of the ground. You're giving them a reasonable thing to believe, so they won't look bad if they believe it. They could just be like, okay, bye.
You really
And
want
it's
to
about
step
that
in mine.
situation because this was a tie.
Oh wow!
It's like we don't totally like we're not totally convinced by that, but
We don't.
this isn't our job.
But the door is still closed.
Security can handle it.
Yeah, the door is still closed though.
Yeah, how are you going to open the door? There
Forcibly.
is a keypad on the side.
Unless when he wants to do something, I'm going to see what happens.
Let's see. I asked the receptionist to open the door.
You cannot leave.
Can I see your paperwork?
You didn't give me any paperwork.
Wait, I tried a key card I
From
was
the
given.
owner.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so Ayat takes a moment to put the tree down, happily pulls out the key card for the room and just kind of shoves it into some of the buttons on the keypad.
Yeah, I just slap it against the key card and try to make it work.
It doesn't seem to be working.
Alright, well, okay, I'll see how this goes with Winnie before I try the thing.
So, how did the door open from when we were outside of it?
They opened it to let us in, I guess.
Yeah, probably. That or there was just a button.
Oh,
Is it like a garage door? Is it like a two shutters door?
It opens up.
Okay.
You should.
That answers part of your question.
I get it.
Teleport out and be like, you guys should let me in.
Yeah, you
like, yeah,
could
if
just
I
teleport to the other side and hit the button.
yeah. I'm just gonna teleport outside.
And hit the button.
Yeah, I think you have
Whoa.
enough range for that.
Yeah.
Teleport to another planet, so just a short detour, then come back, because it's easier to aim.
Alright, yep. You just disappear in the middle of that conversation. So they're asking for the paperwork to prove that your argument. You open the door.
I'm just there on the other side.
Oh, sweet. All right. Hey.
So it's just like two dudes walking up with a tree.
Hey, Sroik,
What's up?
there's Ayat and Winnie. They're
Oh.
leaving with a tree.
Okay, I skitter over to them and leave with them with the tree.
Let's make like a tree and leave.
So it's like, okay, these two receptionists, they see two people walking up with a tree that's obviously the tree that belongs in the center of town. They're like, you can't have that. It's like, yes, we can. The landlords gave it to us. It's like, no, they didn't, but okay. They're like, hey, can you open this door? If you give us the paperwork. Person just blinks out of existence. Like, what?
Let's remember, it is canon that does a pop sound.
Can you use the paperwork? Can you use the paperwork? Suddenly the door opens. They're on the other side of it. And then a giant cockroach leaves the building.
Alright, so Adora,
Yeah.
the guards are now heading over for another major situation that seems to be happening.
Quote unquote major.
Okay, well, guess I'm just going to follow them again.
It sounds so sad.
Big surprise, it's Winnie, Ayat, and Sroik. They have a tree.
So I guess I'm going to make it over to the reception area at some
Yeah,
speed.
you follow them over there, and that's what you see.
Is the door still open?
Yes.
Let's just get out.
So resigned.
Now you're learning. This is Winnie's show, and the show of Winnie's followers.
I didn't intend for it that way, but it kind of happens that way.
I take a look at the two key cards that I have left and just slap them onto the reception desk before leaving. Bam.
You should... Whatever.
By the way, we made it out.
Yeah, I was envisioning a scene where after Shrike somehow gets another fate point, Shrike's just like, you should open the door, or I will.
Alright, so... sequence of misadventures, you managed to get back to the ship.
Congratulations, team, we got a tree!
You
So
finally
guard-
got a worthwhile treasure.
The guards don't follow us.
They do for a little while. But like everything, they give up eventually. Let me move reception out of the way so I can grab the tree.
So what? Yeah. So I guess so when they arrive at the ship, I just ask whoever's first person to get there to like. So what was that about an emergency, and why didn't you say where you wanted the reinforcements to go?
Why, they don't know? I thought they would know.
Isn't it your job to know?
Yeah.
I love my job.
Good.
And here's the other tree.
The other tree. Nice.
Yay.
Big
Well,
tree
that's
with
huge.
sticks.
Yeah, it's pretty large.
Alright, I'm gonna go and plant it in the park.
Which one?
Well,
Big
like
one.
my main park that I've kind of using it.
Which tree?
Oh, not the person tree. The tree we just got.
Ah, right.
Man, this has been a tree kind of planet adventure. First our meat tree gets chopped, then we summon a tree, then we steal a tree. When are we gonna grow a tree?
One step at a time.
I
Oh.
feel like that's the first step. We just happen to bypass it 3 different ways.
I could make a crystal tree, but maybe later.
Oh, and nobody is pulled the lever this session if somebody wanted to do that before the end.
I believe the ritual room, the jail room,
Yeah,
and
Ritual Room, Jail, and Botanical Garden have all been used. None of the other doors have been opened since the last time.
yeah.
Let's get an expanded park room.
We're just gonna have 7 park rooms and a jail, or we have 7 park rooms and a ritual room. Is what we're gonna have.
I'm going to explore onto the 4th floor. And it's both of them are number 3.
Yeah, there are 2 level 3s.
What?
Oh yeah.
Level 3 utility and level 3 personal quarters.
Hush.
I'm going to see that no one's here, and so I can't ask.
The janitor is here now.
Oh, what is this
I
place?
guess I never made it before.
Quarters.
Oh, who do they belong to?
People. Oh, those are bathrooms.
Oh,
You guys know how to count 1, 2, 3, 3, 5.
well,
That's why math is so hard, because you got 2 3s.
yeah. Well, I'm going to guess I'm a person, so I'll just... Look, saving someone's life is tiresome work. I'm just going to lie down after all this.
I'm gonna get back to cleaning. I love cleaning.
Gorging on a person is tiresome.
Thank you. You're doing a good job. It's very clean here.
Hey, now you now you can actually hook your hammock between 2 trees instead of a tree and a wall.
That's true. These moments of lucidity from Strike are so nice.
Especially when he says things from however many floors away.
That's when he's the most lucid.
It's almost like it's not Strike talking.
Almost.
Strike's intelligence is inversely proportional to how many people are around him.
The chef is still in jail.
Yeah.
It's not even his shift anymore, I think.
I asked. Your job is being in jail now. Oh boy, I love my job. I asked if the jailer was going to be in jail for an extended amount of time because I was still making the map as this discussion is going. It's like I could just draw the butcher in jail. That's an option.
And I'll just throw the replacement in there. The other guy now just has to work both shifts 24/7.
He loves it.
Yeah. It's great.
He loves
Sleeping is for the weak.
Huh?
Sleeping is for the weak.
Everybody's sleeping for the weekend.
Hey, a successful adventure.
Successful. Successful.
Yeah.
I did both the things I wanted to do.
Straight got into some political discussion. This is like a major milestone, yeah?
This is a minor.
Well, we
This
have
is a
like
filler
12
episode.
minutes. We got 12 minutes left to do something.
Oh
Oh.
man, Strike eats through every floor of the ship.
Look,
Hell
you called
no.
it filler, but I thought it had a lot of character moments.
Yeah. You
Oh,
can get some good
right.
character development in filler episodes.
Okay. After a very brief lie down, like Undertale level, I'm going to chat with the janitor again and ask where I can see the engineer.
What?
Who's
the engineer?
It's a good question. Well, they would be somebody on the bridge.
I see.
in the end?
It's this one.
This one?
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
engineer.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay, so I stand before the three people on the mezzanine place, and it looks very respectful, so I ask them if I can see the engine, if I may see the engineer.
I'm the engineer. I love it.
Okay. I have come into possession of some plans that might be of use in the future. May I discuss them with you?
Try the utility machine.
I see. Can you lead me to it? I am new
I
here.
would love to.
Thank you.
Slides down the railing.
He's a very hip engineer. Okay.
Love it.
Whoop. Whoop.
Swoop.
So what happens if there's a person in a room when it changes?
They die.
They're gone. They're not even dead. They're just gone.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
think that. I don't think
Neither
we can
would you.
cross that room
I would like
with-
to say. I would like to say, in card game terms, they are removed from play.
Like, there is a way to do it on purpose. If, like, you put someone in a room, then you make two people go in all the other rooms and then press the button. But
No, you just use all of the other rooms. Like, actually use them, and then one person goes into the last room and just stands there.
Yeah. So I should pull this lever here then.
And just say what you want.
Unicorn.
Wow.
A room just full of gray goo.
I mean, I was hoping that the matter replicator already existed in one of the other places on the ship.
Don't think a work area has a matter replicator.
And also, we don't have a work area anymore.
Or the workout area.
Uh,
So I meant, is what I said.
Well,
I mean, you could summon a replicator room.
yeah. I'm going to make the engineer remember the incendiary grenade schematic that I remembered that I analyzed last session.
okay.
I know.
Give me a roll.
Is decent.
Yeah, he's got that blueprint hard-coded into his brain. Literally.
I was hoping it wouldn't be that hard. Okay, so I want a room where you could make things based on what you remember. Yank.
Alright. So let's spin the wheel of useless rooms. And that was starting with completely empty room going clockwise. So the carpet room, also janitor closet.
Aww. With all our carpets. Well, I'm not aware it's happening, so it's fine.
That is now the memory replicator room.
The dreams become reality room.
Ooh, I should think about old gods in there.
I was gonna say, we should just lock Winnie in there for like a day.
So if you
I
know
would
how
like
to
to-
make something, you can make it in that room.
I would like to request that the room be pink on the inside also because of a stray thought.
Because of what?
A stray thought.
Oh, a stray thought.
Yeah. Yes.
I can make it pink. You want it like magenta or like a easy to look at pink?
I'm going to send you something. I'm going to slide into your DMs.
Sure. Yeah, send me some designs, and I'll see what I can do.
And in the meantime, I'm going to be ending the stream.
Sounds good.
See y'all
Bye.
next time.
Yeah, see you.